Good afternoon, good time to you.
Доброго времени вам.
We from Earth decided.
I know who you are.
You know who we are. Do you mind talking to us?
Speak.
How can I address you? Yesheva Jesus how? What name? More convenient.
Just a soul.
Just a soul. Thank you. In earthly incarnation, we remember you under several names. Yeshua Jisa. There were other names. We will talk about them below. There are a lot of fictions and speculations. Yes, how good it is in our incarnation. As far as we know, you were. Jesus, who is spoken so much here on earth, is 2,000 years old.
If it is so convenient for you, I speak.
Isa. I see. Who and why gave you such a name? For example, Isa, Jesus. Who gave such a name?
Followers.
Followers. I see. And with what name were you incarnated on earth then, at that time?
Saya. Sab. Something with SAI.
Use Asaf.
Well, Sa is there. Let me ask the soul.
Use Asaf. Most likely, correct? This was your primary name in incarnation,
Yes.
right? Okay, good. Who was Yusasav or Jesus or Isa anyway? Who did he come here for the winter as a guide? Absolutely as a guide, absolutely understood in Buddhism. You are considered a bodhisattva, a person with an enlightened consciousness. Is that really so?
That's right.
How was this enlightenment achieved? Or have you already incarnated on earth as such, enlightened?
No, I traveled a lot later, studied.
We will ask you about this. Okay, good. Where were you born? In Bethlehem, as they write and tell us, in Palestine.
Yes, that's where I'm from.
In what year?
I don't know. Something like 900 suits me.
That is not 2,000 years ago, right?
900 or something, 56 or something.
Clear. That is not 2,000 as we are told correctly. No. That is, the information that is presented to us is not correct. Okay, good. What nationality was the soul? Yusuf is not an Arabic name. Yusuf is an Arabic name if you incarnated with him. But in fact, what was your nationality?
I don't know if some kind of Yazuite, or something like that suits me. Yazuite? Who is this? Okay, in general, he said that nationality as such does not exist.
Yes, it didn't exist. That's right. Fine. How old was Isa when he began his ministry on earth?
25.
25 years. What did this ministry consist of? What did Jesus bring to the people?
Enlightenment, opening of souls, knowing yourself as a creator.
Познание себя как Творца.
Heart opening and enlightenment.
И просветление.
I wanted all souls to know the truth of the Absolute.
Познали истину Абсолюта.
This somehow resonates with what we are doing now. There is also enlightenment.
Просвещение тоже есть.
Opening of souls. But we must know the truth of love.
Любовь.
Yes. That's right. Who was your first mentor? Mentor and teacher.
Some kind of wolf and something with him.
Что-то с их.
Some wolf before this game, some wolf about him a year, but also gnomes or his knife, some name.
Игно или игно, какое-то имя. Такое.
He is mentioned somewhere in the scriptures, this magus.
And the name is distorted.
Distorted, like everything, strictly speaking, probably.
He didn't bring me any knowledge as such.
What did he give?
He helped me remember who I am. Part of my consciousness was closed at birth.
What was your number of incarnations on earth?
The fourth.
The fourth. Who were you before this? Previous incarnation. Who was the soul in? In the third incarnation.
Some kind of deity.
Deity.
Yeah.
Which one? We will be very interested to know.
Some kind of edgish. Edgish or Yiddish.
And in what country was it? Or was there a religion then? Everywhere. Was it Vedic culture? In those days.
She was kind of like that.
Отчасти такой.
Partly.
It became more and more special.
Всё более
A lot of understanding. Now, wait, as if gathered now, what was then gathered into one, has been corroded now.
Объединено сейчас то, что было собрано тогда в одно.
There was not one God, there was not one God, incarnate gods, and there were many incarnate gods, people, and
Их было много.
Воплощенные боги. Мгм.
Люди
glorified and received the gifts of enlightenment and spirituality.
просвещение, просветление и духовность. Люди
People knew our names and believed in us,
Мгм.
и верили в нас. А
and
мы
we gave them our love.
любовь.
Мгм.
Yes.
What century was the third incarnation?
Те воплощения.
There were no centuries.
There were no centuries?
Были эры.
Эры.
Well, it's good if we imagine some kind of timeline for our understanding.
Ленту времени для нашего понимания.
When it was?
Допустим,
How many thousand years ago, starting from our current year?
нашего сегодняшнего года.
5,000 years? 10,000 years? To understand for yourself the frequency of your incarnations.
It's 7 o'clock.
7,000 years ago. Number 7. Okay, but the previous second and first incarnations were also due to the fact that
Это тоже было связано.
Божество.
the deity is clear.
Ясно. Теперь
I have lived for many eras.
Эр, эпох.
It's clear.
There is no word time.
мгм.
We are now trying to somehow transform all these concepts into our own.
Для нас, для
There was no time for us.
времени.
It's clear. We lived until we merged our lives.
Несли свою
The point is, then when we got tired of living, we could return to the Absolute, be reborn, and go into a new incarnation, and
Мгм.
и пойти в новое воплощение.
It's clear. Was the new incarnation of your own free will, or did the Absolute somehow guide you?
Направлял вас.
was on its own. The last fourth was a request.
Последнее, четвертое было просьбой.
A request for embodiment, right? So you were asked? Yes, it's clear. Yes, clear.
And I myself wanted to go correct people, help them, find soul and light.
Обрести душу и свет.
I was eager to get into it. It's clear, I went. I knew it would end like this. I was ready. But I wanted to give people the truth at least for a short period of time.
Дать людям истину.
It's clear. Tell me, soul,
Душа.
do you have any desire to return to us now? No. No? Why? We are so hopeless.
Every person has my spark.
Моя искра.
Almost everyone. People are now waking up on their own. They understand that God's spark and absolute are in them, and they are creators. It is very good that they are making this development. We were able to reach them. Evolution is always a slow process. Evolution of consciousness.
That is, in other words, people must come to this themselves, because there are Christians there.
Христиане.
Certainly, other denominations are waiting for the coming of the Messiah.
These are false paths.
This is the wrong way, because everyone wants to get a quick pill, and it doesn't mean mother. Understandable. Yes, people will be interested to hear this, I think. That they will have to figure it out on their own. With your brains and your soul. Undoubtedly. Nobody will help them. Clear, thank you. That was such an interesting answer. According to information available to us from open sources, you were from 12 to 30 years old in an unknown place. This is not written anywhere, but all sorts of guesses reach us. There are even theories that you were, I will not voice where you were from this age, from 12 to 30 years old, where you were, and what you studied.
I've traveled a lot. So many. I was also in India. I was also in Tibet.
Exactly.
There are monasteries. They prove it. Even now. I studied and gained knowledge.
The information is confirmed. That is, for 18 years you were still in India, in Tibet, in those countries. Please tell me, during these 18 years, who were your closest mentors and teachers with whom you became very close friends?
Where is Fedor?
Fedor? In which country? In Tibet. How long were you in Tibet? How many years? And how many years in India?
In India, it is not as long as in Tibet. In Tibet, there was a very deep study and knowledge of the universe. I really liked it there.
What did you like?
Very beautiful. And a very strong place there, most of all, was the connection with the Creator.
Where did you mainly live? Alcas, or where, in what place?
The highest monastery on the mountain.
Where is it?